Good evening, family. I hope you're having a beautiful week. Well, my thing is sustaining our relationships. Well, how do we sustain our relationship happily ever after? The first thing is to never ever forget that you're in love, no matter what. And I know this can be very challenging if we're upset or miscellaneous things are interfering in your relationship and family, and you're busy and you're tired and all these things that go on with life. But the bottom line never changes, and the bottom line is you love each other, and that is something that we always have to be mindful of. Is this person, we're madly in love with each other, because when you become unmad, there they are, and you're madly in love with them. Yes? Okay. The other thing is to always communicate, and to communicate on all levels, and letting someone speak, letting someone talk, your partner. It's so important to be heard. It is so, so important to be heard and to be really listened to. And sometimes what that means is without discussion, but just listening to your partner and allowing them to speak with no judgment or opinions. Or sometimes I know we want to fix things, and we have opinions about what our partner is saying. And sometimes we just have to know when to dive in, and sometimes we have to know when to step back. And I would say, because we don't always know what to do, that is the truth, is to ask your partner, is this up for discussion, or would you just like to talk to me about it? Because sometimes we really just want to vent, and then we feel good. And then we feel good. The thing is, sometimes we just want to vent to the person we love, right? We want to vent to someone that we know really loves and cares about us. And then once we've vented, we're good to go. So it's not always up for discussion. And it is absolutely okay to ask your partner what they want you to do. All right? Sometimes we dive in there and it's not what our partner wants us to do. They just want us to listen, and just sometimes just being there for someone, just being there makes a huge difference. And this is why the art of communication is critical in relationships, because the freedom to ask people what they want of you needs to be communicated. And communicating on all levels and having the freedom to speak to your partner in friendship is also very critical, because really what that does is that gives us the freedom to really speak our mind. I mean, certainly, there's the way we speak to our partner, obviously, but speaking our mind is a freedom, and this type of freedom sustains relationships, happily ever after, really, because there's nothing in the way. It's out, you're free, you don't feel weighed down by something. And, because the truth is if there's something going on in your mind that you really want to talk about and you're hesitant about talking about it, you don't have freedom in the relationship. And it begins to weigh us down without us really realizing it, but it will weigh the whole relationship down. So the freedom to speak is so important, and the freedom to speak with a partner that is understanding, without judgment, and really letting people talk. And I promise you, you will have a really great relationship when you have that comfort. See, it's what friends are capable of doing. This is why best friends are best friends, because this is what best friends do. They can say just about anything. They speak their mind. There's a big freedom there, And this is very important in our partnerships and our intimate relationships, that we have the same freedom in our marriages and partnerships that we do with a best friend. And it's an unbelievable feeling when you have this. It's a clearing. Nothing is in the way, and just to clear things out, so that nothing weighs down the relationships. And when you hold back, and if you don't have freedom in the relationship, it's like an anchor on you and the relationship. And imagine what that feels like. You may be there, you may have once experienced that, but it's not a place of comfort. So you really want to work on really being a great friend to your partner, and a good listener, a good talker. Another important thing is to always remember what's important to you in this relationship. If it's 5 things, 10 things, these things can never ever get shifted or put to the side. They always have to be the forefront of your mind. And I would say relationship goals, have quarterly meetings. It doesn't have to be formal, just talking. It's once again, everything always funnels back to communication. But what's important to you in your life and in your partner's life, and together? What are you working towards, and what's important? And this keeps the relationship running steady. And it's checking in and not forgetting why you're there and why you fell in love and what you love about this person. And these things are critical, that in our routines and in our busyness and in life, and if we're tired or whatever is going on, that we never forget these things. These are the reasons why we're together and you're here. They're the reasons why you fell in love. So they're the centerpiece of the relationship. So there you have it. Anything that you can add to the very important and many, many reasons that keeps a marriage and relationship running beautifully through the years, please let me know. You can reach out to me right here. Just tell me what your reasons are. I would love to hear what they are. I love you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day, evening, and whatever you're doing, and whatever you do, may it be in the grandness of love. Good night.